This is the Horse Radio Network.
This is episode 1208 of Horse Tip Daily, your almost everyday morsel of helpful hints, useful facts, and practical techniques for horse folks. Brought to you today by Kentucky Performance Products. Greetings, horse people. Coach Jen here, and thanks for tuning in to Horse Tip Daily. Today's tip, an excerpt from the eventing radio show, features eventer Valerie Vizcarrondo with a tip on using every second of your warm-up to your best advantage. And we'll get right to our tip after this from Kentucky Performance Products.
This Nutrition Minute is brought to you by Kentucky Performance Products, the company that simplifies your search for research-proven nutritional supplements at kppusa.com.
The horse that matters to you matters to Kentucky Performance Products. Feeding your horse starch-laden grains can lead to colic, laminitis, and metabolic disease. Today, nutritionists are recommending the use of high-quality fat to provide healthy calories. Fat is an extraordinary energy source. It's readily utilized by the horse and contains more than 2 times the calories of starchy grains. Replacing grain with a high-quality fat supplement reduces a horse's risk of developing health problems. Equijewel Stabilized Rice Bran is an excellent fat supplement. It contains a balanced calcium to phosphorus ratio and won't cause mineral imbalances when added to the diet. Its all-natural ingredients are high in healthy fat and fiber. And best of all, horses fueled by Equijewel stay calmer and more focused on the job at hand. When you need to add healthy calories to your horse's diet, choose Equijewel. To learn more, visit Kentucky Performance Products at kppusa.com.
This Nutritional Minute has been brought to you by Kentucky Performance Products. You can find all of their terrific products at kppusa.com.
Hey, this is Valerie Vizcarrondo with Blue Clover Eventing. Happy to call in with the training tip. Very few people take advantage of the beginning of your dressage test, the time going around the ring. And so that is what I'm going to speak on here a bit today. Most importantly, have someone stalking the dressage steward for you. Remember, these are just volunteers, most of which have never done this job before, and you've ridden how many tests before, and you know that there's a stressful amount of time when they tell you that you're hurry up next, or you thought you were 2 horses away, and then you're permanently 2 horses away. So if you have someone with you, stand them next to the steward, notice what horse it is that you're going to follow, memorize that horse in warm-up, and try to notice when it's going through its test. I like to make sure that I'm completing my horse's warm-up by the time that the horse before me is doing its walk work. I've taken off all my boots, if I have any on, made any adjustments to tack my clothes, straightened out my top hat, anything else, little things like that, so that for the last half of the horse before you's performance, you are ready and going. If at all possible, trot yourself into the main arena and around the arena. Don't be afraid to use whatever tools you need to do, transitions, canter, whatever you're going to do to make your horse be the best. And the thing that I see people not doing enough of is riding close to the arena. Going around the outside of the arena is actually the chance to get your horse familiar with the boards and the letters and the flowers. And when I say that, it's not because you're going to let him stop it and sniff it or walk on a loose rein and check it out. You're going to put your horse on the bit in that posting trot, sitting trot, work a little canter, make them do shoulder in right against the boards, right against the letters. So if you're tracking left-handed around the outside of the dressage arena, be in right shoulder in or leg yield away from your right leg so you pick them right into those boards. If they hear the sand and they spook off of it, this is happening outside of the arena when you're not getting judged, but obviously making the same impression to the horse as when they're going to be inside of the arena. And remember, you have 45 seconds from when the judge rings the bell or blows the whistle. That's plenty of time to finish with a circle. If your horse doesn't feel like it's in the best place possible, take an extra time around the arena, do a big circle, do another leg yield, make them kick the sand again into the chains. All of these things are just going to make you feel that much more positive and confident going down center line and getting your competition off to the best start possible.
Well, there you go. Good advice. You can find links to today's guests as well as lots more tips at horsetipdaily.com. This podcast was made possible through the generous support of Kentucky Performance Products and listeners like you. Learn how you can help support Horse Radio Network programming and qualify for auditors-only perks by going to horsetipdaily.com and clicking on the Become an Auditor banner in the center of the page. This is Coach Jen, and I'll be back again soon with another tip. Until then, go ride your horse. The Horse Radio Network and the Horse Radio Network hosts are not responsible for statements of guests or their opinions. Use your own judgment when listening to the tips provided by the experts on Horse Tip Daily.